Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, fish keepers all over the world? Yes, we are still floor gang. Still don't got any of my stuff. We actually did get a stand though from Home Hardware Center. Haven't set that up yet. It's just been extremely busy to say the least. But you know we don't miss. It's every Monday, bro. To catch all y'all up who don't really know what the heck I'm talking about. Why am I sitting on the floor? Why are my tanks on the floor? There was a fire and then the floods came down. It's biblical. Sprinkler action. Massive flooding. But you know how it is. We keep a good attitude. We keep going as fish keepers. This hobby has trained me, you know what I mean? Be thankful every day that nothing goes wrong. But when something does inevitably go wrong, as we've seen and experienced, all of us in this fish keeping hobby, we keep on keeping on. Move along like the American rejects say. So without further ado, welcome back to your Monday show, Fish Tank Review. This is a crazy video. We got a Quaker parrot, one of the cutest, pretty smart, very fluffy parrots out there. Let me know if you know that TikTok account where it's like making bacon pancakes. That owner, the lady of this Quaker parrot, keeps going, bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. And then the Quaker is just like, bacon pancakes, baby.
You wanna do bacon pancakes? Okay, bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes, making...
That is the cutest bird in all of the world. You know, second only to Millie, of course. And definitely not as good a marketing employee as Millie, of course. But this guy's pooping in the fish tank. Now, that is the smallest bird poop I've ever seen. I'm not too familiar with the husbandry of this species, the Quaker parrots, but I guess they got pellet-sized, perfect fish food-sized poop for these lemon tetra. Or what even are they? I've never seen these tetra before, or barbs before. Let me know in the comments below what kind of fish we're working with. I mean, if they're readily taking the poop, which is kind of like seed waste, because the parrot's eating a bunch of seed, so it is still kind of like vegetation that can't be healthy for the fish in the long term. But that does look pretty satisfying for the bird in a weird, twisted way. Knowing that it would just poop into this big toilet full of water, and that there's something waiting to eat the poop. Why does that seem oddly satisfying to me? Maybe the fire burned away my last remaining sane brain cells. Even though it's probably a little bit toxic, it can break down the poop even more, break down those seeds even more, recycle that nutrients into the water for the plant to uptake. A perfect cycle, you know. The seed comes from a plant, it goes back to a plant. Pretty crazy fish tank idea though. One of the crazier ones we've seen on this channel. Speaking of one of the crazier things we've seen on this channel, this by far is probably the best axolotl tank. Wait, hold up. These axolotls ain't got gills or those frilly things. These aren't axolotls actually, if my fish tank review hosting experience has taught me. Yeah, they're a different type of salamander. They are not axolotls, so they don't have the gills. They are half terrestrial, I believe, or at least they need access to air, which this owner has given them access. Top is open, they can gulp air whenever they want. But I believe these guys are also, they prefer like a terrestrial area, kind of like turtles. I don't see that here, so nevertheless, this is one of the most beautiful aquascapes. They're not rigged up with CO2, so this is CO2-less amazing aquascaping. This is very impressive. The amount of lushness, the moss is growing, the foreground plants, detailing of the rocks, the substrate. Complete 5 out of 5, craziest salamander aquascape we've seen on this channel. And that's saying something because we are in episode 273. Smash that like button for Fish Tank Review 273. Now this is absolutely incredible. This is betta vases, but actually done pretty well. There's 2 of them. I think together they make maybe 5 gallons. I actually want to do this. Now, there's a lot of things on my to-do list. I always say I want to do this or that, but stay tuned, y'all. Each individual vase is small. You connect it with this negative pressure tube so that water actually connects both systems. A 2.5 gallon and another 2.5 gallon, you connect that, that's 5 gallons of water, perfect. And it's so cool that the betta gets to experience almost like a multiverse experience. That is insane. We have a just normal planted tank and then we have some tannins in the other tank, also planted. This makes me want to be a betta fish. This just looks really fun for a betta fish to live in. Incredible idea. But where did you get such a big tube? I'm gonna be on the lookout. Let me know in the comments where I should look out for a big tube. Like I have, you know, the water change tubes, but these are way too small for a betta fish to go into. So let me know where I can find these bigger opening too. Hey guys, this is a crucial moment for you to support the channel. If you enjoyed the content, fish tank reviews every week and other fish keeping videos, please consider supporting on Patreon. You also get perks in return, like joining the FFT Discord and submitting your fish tanks for fish tank review. Thank you for your consideration. BT sent in their shrimp breeding tank. This is a very unique shrimp breeding tank. It is a plant species tank, I believe, of Kabamba or Limnophilus acelliflora. It's hard to tell the difference sometimes. I mean, it is a plant species tank, but there are some Pocostemon a little bit in that corner. I mean, it's still nice. It just looks like there's clouds. They look so bushy, it's awesome. Right now, I think it's kind of like a new breeding tank because there's about 30 cherry shrimp and countless babies. So I guess they just started trying to populate this tank. There's a mono shrimp and glass shrimp as well. I'm not sure if you're breeding successfully via mono shrimp. If you are, let me know your secrets. Can you find me? Took me actually like 3 seconds to see this. Bro's playing hide and seek without telling anyone, so nobody's looking for him. He's gotta come over and be like, excuse me, we're playing hide and seek, come find me. Am I the only one who experienced that as a kid? Like, I would play hide and seek with my friends and they'd forget about me and I'm still hiding. Some say I am still hiding to this day. Tool sent in 33 gallons of beautiful aquascape. There's more than 200 cherry shrimp in here. There's a mono shrimp in here. There's a handful of coolie loaches and bristlenose plecos. That is very interesting, very exciting to say a handful of coolie loaches. I just imagine fists of these wiggly noodles, and you know, you can't see any of them because why would you think you could see any of them in something like this? It's so densely planted, so many hiding spots. Coolie loaches are super shy, especially when it's not feeding time. Even a handful of them in this 33 gallon, you're not seeing any of it. And this is, let me just tell you right now, my 5 out of 5 perfect aquascape. S-Repins, carpeting in the front, amazing choice. The Rotala, I don't even know exactly what subspecies these are. Rotala lawigia, there's some tiger lotus, there's some cryptocorin wentii green, and it's pots, terracotta ceramic pots. I actually love the idea of just having some pots and potted plants growing inside of the pots, inside of the aquarium. That is super neat. Don't get me started on the secretive stocking. And what I mean by secretive stocking is that it's not just blatant, fish in your face. No, you gotta sit down, sit somewhere close, and actually spend time looking at this aquarium to find the neat little things that are happening in it. And for the beginners watching, you can achieve this secretive stocking mode by stocking oddballs, bottom dwellers, shy fish in your tank. So there's not always activity. You have to sit down and look. Again, 5 out of 5. Beautiful job, keep it up. How many chili rasbora in an 8-gallon tank? Stocking suggestion, about 20 chili rasbora per 5 gallon. I talk about the little 8-gallon tank we built for our oldest son, and we put about 50 along with a couple dozen red cherry shrimp. If 50 chili rasboras in an 8-gallon, you really took the tiny bio load and you ran with it. It's got a tiny bio load, don't get me wrong, but is it that tiny? 50? Bro put 50 in an 8-gallon? Why do I feel like, even for me, okay, I like to push things when it comes to nano fish. It's not the best. I mean, it's debatable, but I don't think 50 in an 8-gallon is debatable, all right? John823 sent in their 3-gallon shrimp bowl. Perfect. Man, where are y'all getting these 3-gallon, 4-gallon, 5-gallon bowls? I need to find them. The biggest one I have is like 2 gallons. Nice mug, by the way. To-do list, wake up, drink coffee, poop, be awesome. I identify with the first 3. I do not feel awesome right now. It would be awesome if nothing burned in my life. But this bowl is hot fire, you know what I mean? We got these sloped up substrate showing off like a little plant path, leading lines, okay? That's photography skills. Perfect stocking, can't even see the shrimp, but it is stocked with shrimp. I'm gonna take your word for it. Artscape, very nice. 4.34 out of 5, keep it up. Is it normal for a Corydorus to be eating snails? Man, that is a cool Corydorus. I don't know what species that is. I don't think that's just the bronze. That looks like an old soul as well. Been around for decades, perhaps. Okay, probably not that old. But it does look like it's just sucking on the shells. It doesn't, I mean, there's no proof that this guy actually was the reason to the demise of your snails. To answer the question though, no, I have not ever seen or known Corydorus to go after snails. They do look like skunk botia, or at least yo-yo loaches. Like their body is just a little bit chunkier than yo-yo loaches, which are more slender, but it's kind of the same form factor, you know? So I wouldn't be surprised. And there are species traits of animals, but believe it or not, there are still also individual traits among the huge species. So one animal in this particular species versus another animal, they could have slightly differing personality traits even. So just because we haven't seen something, just because this species is not known to do something, doesn't mean every single individual in this species would never do that thing. So that is very cool and something I never thought this species would do. Let me know in the comments below if you have any examples of actual snail eating by a certain species or subspecies of Corydorus. Typhoon Karina flooded my house. Oh shoot. Looks like your fish tanks are fine for the most part. I feel so sorry for you. This is kinda what I went through. Okay, it wasn't that deep. It was not as deep as this person's house. It was something like that though. And things were burned at the same time. So best of both worlds. But like just one or two things I have to say right off the bat. If you find yourself in this situation and you're standing in the water, make sure to immediately unplug all electrical cords. Make sure to try to turn off all electricity in your house. You know, the breakers, like turn all that off. Just boom, 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 boom. Turn it off because that could be a very serious electrical hazard, okay? Like you should not be taking videos right now. You should be taking care of yourself by turning off all electricity, including the lights. Unfortunately, like human lives are the most important at the end of the day. Your life is the most important, okay? Secondly, after the electrical hazards, make sure to sanitize yourself well, bathe. If you touch the water with your hands, don't eat after until you get some soap on those hands and wash them. If you have open sores, I don't know, you just gotta be careful of that water because it ain't clean, okay? Infections, disease, parasites, anything could be in that water. Even our sprinkler system water is not safe. If it's not the biggest biohazard, the sprinkler system water mixed with the smoke of the fire, it just becomes corrosive. So you don't want that stuff on your skin. You don't want to be drinking it or inhaling the fumes. You just want to sanitize everything. Stay safe out there. My heart goes out to typhoon victims. This is a 1,000-gallon aquarium. That is absolutely incredible. It might not look like it's 1,000 if you had to guess, but it goes deep. This thing goes deep. And it is just planted to perfection. Look at the huge school of Harlequin-sporas. It is not Noah's Ark syndrome. The sheer size of it and the use of ditherfish instead of big arowanas and datnoids, red-tailed catfish. You know the kind of tank I'm talking about. This is my type of tank. In kindness, there's evil. In evil, there's kindness. Of course, we have the balance. Then there's pure friendliness. And then this bitch, the tiger barb. Why is this so accurate? Wow. That is actually very accurate. I ordered 7 Medaka, but received the wrong order. Cardano Tetra, 50. Imagine you ordered 7, just a simple 7 Medaka rice fish. And then what shows up at your door? 50 Carno Tetras, 25 beta koi females. Okay, somebody's making a very, very big beta sorority tank. There's no choice, you don't have a choice. White snow cichlid, I don't even know what that is, but you got 15 of them now. Clown Killies, 50. Galaxy Rasboras, 40. Chana Pokra, 10? Isn't Chana a snakehead species? Bro got 10 snakeheads when you just wanted 7 Medaka rice fish, probably for your 10-gallon or 5-gallon outside bin for the summer. 30 guppy platinum redtail, 30 guppy albino full platinum. That's more than 200 fish, and some of them are pretty big. What do you do in this situation? I guess this is the universe telling you that you have to start a local fish store. Time to be a local fish store owner, I guess. There's no choice. You just wanted a couple of rice fish, but the universe is like, no. You start selling fish now. You are the fish store. People order from you next. What are you supposed to do? Can you send it back? By the time they do the return trip, these things will all be dead because it should be like, it's expected that these stay alive for the duration of the trip there, not also back. It's like an astronaut, you know? It's like those space movies, like you only have enough food and oxygen to do like a couple years trip. If it's gonna be delayed or more than a few years, you're gonna run out of oxygen and food. And also, you don't have enough space. If you only had enough space to order 7 Medaka rice fish, I doubt you have space for even the first thing in this box, which is 50 cardinals. Room for 2 nights sent in there. 4.4 gallon fish tank, planted. It's planted and aquascaped with his son. This is their first aquascape together. There's shrimp and snails in this 4.4 gallon, which is perfect. This is a sweet scape. Now, Now, come on, be honest with me, bro. Did you do most of the work or did your son do most of the work? I don't know how old your son is, but if he did most of the work, that guy is a potential up-and-coming aquascaping star, okay? Send it in. IAPLC. I think I said that right on the first try for the first time. The colors, the reds, they are popping. Carpet is gonna do wonders. Filled out the vertical space beautifully with the stem plants, the rock work, tiny bit of a red hue to reflect the plant's red. 4.55 out of 5, keep it up. If the human body has 42 liters of water and you're supposed to drink 3 liters per day, we're just doing 50% weekly water changes on ourselves. Whoa. I wish I had a hand pan right now. This is a certified hand pan comment moment. You know that guy who plays like Minecraft covers with a hand pan? There are people who are working their 9 to 5s thinking that money solves all problems. And then there's people like that who's found true happiness. Put fish tanks, obviously. What would you do with this space? Yeah, put fish tanks, obviously. There has not ever been a more perfect fish tank cut out corner. The only thing I would say is this corner might be too small, you know, if anything. You might have to go with some nano fish setups. You can have a beautiful, perfect green corner right there. I wish I had this corner here because I would do wonders with it. I will make it a freaking tropical rainforest. It will have its own climate. Don't worry about it. Why are there flying cockroaches in the house? Don't worry about it. Dude. Seriously? Dude. That dude reminds me. I was playing Jackbox with my friends the other day, and one of the answers was supposed to be booty call, but they spelled it booty call. This snail knows no bounds. Not only is it fully aquatic, but it is evolving. It's like a freaking Pokemon. From Slugma to Meg Cargo, bro. Not only is it evolving in front of your very eyes, it has also chosen a very risky line of work. Tightrope walking. The other snails that remain risk averse, okay, in the tank can only do nothing but watch from their comfy cubby holes. Do one thing that scares you every day. Casey Neistat. What the F? Is that the American flag? What? Oh my God. Why is this so accurate? I have no words. I'll just leave it at that. I'm thinking 2 male betas. Thoughts? Pump those rookie numbers up, bro. This is not Weenie Hut Jr. It's 2024. What are you doing? 2 male betas in that? Have you not been on TikTok recently? Y'all, thank you so much for watching. Welcome back to the end of the video this week. Thank you for pushing the algorithm, watching all the way till the end. You are the true supporters of this channel. Before I let you guys go, here's this week's Got. What is your favorite meal to make when you don't have that much time or energy? I'm asking for pretty obvious reasons. It's super busy these days, and most of our energy and time are being stolen up by insurance stuff. It is a headache, and moving companies and talking with a bunch of people. So let me know some quick and easy recipes. Hopefully not too unhealthy, not too simple. I still want to, you know, get in there, do some stuff, make it taste good. But yeah, let me know what's your personal favorite in these circumstances. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash that like button and subscribe. There'll be more videos to come, and don't forget to get your hands wet. Tetra, we in a spot, coming in hot. Ventral fin dot, acclimate that. With my shoal act, hear my fin rod. From Cariciformes to Paracherodon. Hold on, there's not another fish that you can wish for. Lit fam sus, I finna one. I finna gone 3 days without furt. I'm an addict, like fanatic. I'm a baddest, no tabs, only dirt. My Corey gang so loyal, black Tetra go skirt. We came to play, came to silence. Gang.